Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It's a qualifier. It's a second day. It's been a long day, but we're going to wrap things up as soon as this series ends. You're going to recognize one of the rosters that was playing earlier on. They go by the name of Slaughterhouse. They won, and now they're going to be going against a team that has also won, that has not lost yet. It is Controlled Chaos. But there is a wrinkle in this lobby. There are members of ex-Slaughterhouse on Controlled Chaos. My name is Chief Cass. Mr. Fellow Cast will be joining me today. My friend, hello.
Hi. What a lovely introduction. Much better than mine, that's for sure. But one of these two teams is going to have to end up staining their perfect record, as we cannot have two winners come out here in this best of one. And what a map to go to other than Oregon. One of the most tiresome and boring maps to go to. I mean, what better way to end off your knife, Chief? Yeah, we're going to Oregon. Aren't you excited? Oh, no, Chief. No, Chief, you can't leave me. Oh, God. Toxic Babe, though, will in fact be effective to slow down the push coming in through E-Box, and there isn't really much else they can do. A C4 comes out by Slothy, now a double kill for Kaid. Pack Rat gonna get down but not out as well. This is all but hopeless for Controlled Chaos, as they cannot do anything, and it'll be a flawless round for Slaughterhouse, as they do an amazing job defending this basement floor and allowing that one-sided push to come out and just deny an effective execute. Able to hold down that angle against him. We're down to about 40 seconds on the clock, and really nothing much is happening, but finally we'll see some life again in the side of Slaughterhouse, as Doc will find the headshot onto Reed. That's Zofia down for the count, and the man advantage strongly in the favor of Slaughterhouse. Now a 4-on-3. Waltz will find a refrag onto Burnt Turkey, but Slothy will clap back onto X Stars. Now just a 2-on-3. Unlimited finds the headshot onto Doc, but there isn't much time left where Controlled Chaos could actually perform a proper execute. They need to find one more kill, and only then could they possibly go for some type of defuse. Unlimited finds a second, though, onto Wolfie. That will allow the plant to go down, and now Wubs and Slothy will have to attempt to retake the site. Beautiful shot, though, by Slothy. That will allow Waltz to get off the plant, and only having 5 more seconds to work with, he will crumble underneath all of that pressure, and Wubs will be the player to shut him down. Another masterful round win by Slaughterhouse. Got about 20 seconds to work with. If he does have the intel to gather onto Doc, he could end up winning this round for Controlled Chaos and bring it to that common 2-to-1. So the drone coming out will spot out Doc, and this could allow Pack Rack to go for a possible plant. Doc pushing up at just the perfect moment, seeing Pack to get off the defuse, and now we're down to 5 seconds. Pack-Rat either has to go for the kill or commit to the plant. He's going to go for the kill. The wide swing comes out, but Doc wisely forces himself all the way to the back of Dining Room, and a 3-0 first rotation for Slaughterhouse. They are doing an amazing job on these defensive rounds.
That is a mistake that you cannot have, and Controlled Chaos has controlled the bomb site. Flying on through for Reed, he downs one, but he's too focused on that kill. He might lose his life off screen, but fortunately for him, there's no members of Slaughterhouse crashing back onto that bomb site. Reed starts to put that plant down, and Doc's gonna be forced to leave North Attic. He's trying to find those footholds. Wubs will claim one. The offside pressure over by the big window now relinquished, and Unlimited forced to go against 3. He loses a little bit of his life force, but he's still persistent over on Trophy, attempting to swing, now forced to go back to his rotate. He lines them both up with a shotgun to finishes them off. The post plant has been dealt with by Slaughterhouse as they find themselves at a 4-2 split at the half. One Selma charge will be enough. Burnt Turkey has to be careful pushing in through Zulu, but he's a goat and just wins his one. Reed throws his life away. He's just as perplexed as we are, and that's the avenue paved for Slaughterhouse to start to push into the bomb site. Wubs is almost done with his plan. It's going to spawn the first Toxic Babe, but it doesn't hit him. A guaranteed post plant 3v2.
Still looking pretty decent for Slaughterhouse now. They make it a 3-on-1 now. It's just up to Waltz, and he'll get shut down by Slothy. A quick and effective double kill by the player wielding the FU on Twitch and trying to find a refrag for himself. He'll get lit up in the process, not dealing a single bit of damage, but there we have it. The old geezer wide swings around the corner and will finally shut down the player of Unlimited, evening things up, and Wolfie just completely outguns the opposition. He just waltzes his way through into Pillar and finds 2. Now a 4v1 as Burnt Turkey claims the frag onto Waltz. All of a sudden, Slaughterhouse just retake the entire site and can now go for a possible defuse, as it's just Rat stuck in the middle of launcher. He tries to contest the player of Nomad, but he'll get shot from behind. A 3K for Wolfies, and my god, what a comeback win again by Slaughterhouse down the man count, but apparently you cannot count them out just yet, even in those 4v5 situations.
The attackers just have to solo push this, and it becomes very difficult and very risky to do. But Controlled Chaos, with their brilliant 3000 IQ strategy, forgoes Pit altogether. Now in control for Chaos, is just lowing and losing and losing. A 1v5 is going to be on Walt, SMG-11 in hand. He finds one, unable to find any more after that. Brilliant read by Slaughterhouse. It was a unique strategy that CC attempted to bring out. It was just read in by the Giga Brain of Wubs, and credit to him. We've been teasing him all day for being a boomer, but you got to give the man credit. He knows Siege. Few moments away from starting to put that bomb down, but Slaughterhouse is not going to pounce yet. They still need that map control over to the north, and that control starts to move forward as Tones and Not Nice fall.
Beautiful shot by both Doc and Slothy, and another one comes out by Doc. As a matter of fact, a 5-on-2 now favoring Slaughterhouse, and make it another one, a 3K for Doc and Slothy, ending it off. A flawless round for Slaughterhouse. What a way to start round number one. So much aggression.
You can go for a default plan, but you have to be careful that the Nitro Cell isn't sent down range. So you have to try to mix up where you're planning, not just default of the bomb chassis or in Java. The Nitro Cell misses. That's a critical mistake, and Slothy capitalizing it, grabbing those 2 kills swiftly. Slaughterhouse Bravo, they take their second round. They're in the spot over by Hell Door, which is towards the north, and Slothy's actually going to drop down to Brown Stairs. He finds one. Tones is now lost. It's going to be on the player with the Alden. Forced to swing, which he does. Slothy falls, and the man who could have done the vertical play upstairs is no more. Axiom with full control of Dining Room pushes his way down to White. Thinks better about the decision. Axiom back with Gingy's death.
A lot of utility being flushed down the drain, and it's now a 1v4 all up to Walls. One of the top fraggers on the side of Slaughterhouse. He'll now pick up one to Burnt Turkey, but the plant being confirmed now by Wubs, I believe to be. There isn't much else that this Jaeger player can really do, and there we go. The 3-3 split. You mentioned this and kind of guessed it a little bit, I suppose, early on, that 50-50 side, and it's going to come into fruition as Slaughterhouse takes round number 6. They've got to make this play a little bit quicker than usual, and it's going to possibly allow for a lot more mistakes to come out into play. And there we have it, another huge mistake, not checking that laundry drop. Exum picking up a second for himself now, and Burnt Turkey lighting up the Nomad player from that vertical play. Those sightlines can work both ways, and right now, this is still looking pretty swell for Slaughterhouse. They only have to stall for about 55 more seconds.
LCT can't do any vertical destruction. They lost the 2 operators that had flat breaching charges in previous engagements. One's still upstairs, so that's also going to be hurting. The Pocket F2 flies and gets one. Walls is now lost, and just like that, LCT, they have nowhere to go. They're forced to rotate to the other side of the map, but it's a perfect strategy for Slaughterhouse as they read into it. It's now going to be on your primary flank watch, the AKM, hunting down 3. Some of those players who's going on the hunt for have so little HP, but being caught out by the Clash and finished off by the SFCL, Slaughterhouse finds dominance in round 7. You can't just have both defenders just out in the open in no man's land saying, hey, shoot me, Gingy, I'm a free target. You have to be very clever with how you go for those swings. Gingy will not be clever on that swing, however, losing his life to a pretty common position. Psycho spot claimed by a sucking kill as Wums is still in that prone position. And is now Slaughterhouse Bravo taking round 9, which means they now have controlled this series as they're also on match point. With Burnt Turkey's position over by Pillar, he can swing and try to guarantee at least one of those kills in safety. And those drops has happened. He goes to the swing, he wins his duel. Secondary entry is now lost, but he's full flash, turned to that white heat goodness as Walls on the upstairs play, utilizing the hatch, claims another kill. Now it's on Slaughterhouse Bravo to fight the remainder of the round with a man disadvantage.
Wall's just an immovable object. He doesn't have any more saran wrap shields to work with, but that Scar is still a relatively decent gun. It can deal a whole lot of damage, and he'll be a little bit more mobile as well, a little more difficult to hit. And I believe both Doc and Burnt Turkey really aren't in the middle of sight. They're close towards Fireplace, but most likely the execute will come out in towards Reading Room. But what a shot by Doc. Beautiful shot, might I add, as well. That's the Nomad down for the count. Walls taking a lot of damage as well against Burnt Turkey, but finally, the see Gingy pick up the kill onto Doc. This plant can now come into effect, and it's all up to Burnt Turkey playing above, who could possibly deny this plant. The rotation could almost come out, but no, you have no clue. Burnt Turkey's playing this perfectly, waiting for the last few seconds. He'll shut down Gingy on the plant. Now a one-on-one, and there is no time left for Walls. He goes for the frag, and it'll miss the shots. Clutch by Slaughterhouse, playing that perfectly up above to deny the plant, and that's going to be a 7-3 victory favoring Slaughterhouse Bravo. GG's all in the chat.